Property Talk is brought to you every single Sunday thanks to Mirembe Villas, Mirembe Estate Sentema. They give you the property talk. They are in affordable housing and luxury housing. Mirembe Villas on Chigo and Mirembe Estate Sentema in Sentema. For your affordable housing, they have it sorted. But on set with me is a lovely lady. Most of you know her. She's not new to the show, and the face is not new when it comes to real estate. She's one of the people that are pushing and advocating for Uganda's real estate to be seen, to be known, to be heard, to be valued. It is Shali on set with me. Shali, it's a pleasure having you on set.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations once again, by the way, for your new appointed seat as board member, Private Sector Foundation. So encouraging to know that Uganda's real estate is being seen, it's
Yes.
being heard,
Yes.
and they're actually choosing us
Yes.
and looking for us in the crowd.
Yes.
It's really an honor to actually even have you on set as soon as you've just been appointed.
Yeah, thank you.
We are glad. Shelley, first and foremost, I'd like to ask, now that you're sitting on this board, what do you see as your way forward for real estate? What are you going to advocate for and push for this market?
First of all, sitting on the board, I am sitting there as the chairperson of the construction and real estate sector. Remember, before, the real estate sector has been pushing alone. We have been working in silos as the built environment. But now that I am the chairperson of this built environment sector, so we have all the professionals together and the entire real estate value chain together. My first task will be to bring the entire built environment together so that we can work together and push for better policies and a better environment for the entire value chain.
You know, I keep telling people on the show, even out there, I keep telling people, Uganda's real estate is a gold mine that we are seated on.
Yes, it is.
You know, we focus on our agriculture, and I'm not saying agriculture is bad. We need it. It's good. But if we only gave half the energy we give to Uganda's agriculture to the real estate of Uganda, we would be in competition with all these other economies that we say African economies that are actually leading Africa. Uganda would be somewhere on those tables.
Yes.
But because we ignore real estate, we do not give it so much time, we are actually letting it sink away slowly by slowly.
Yes.
So when we hear you say you are going to try and bring the real estate sector together, the construction sector together, it means so much to even the small person out there viewing. The small person is saying, I want to invest in real estate, but how do I invest in? What is governing me? What is directing me? What is pushing me? Or who is my leader? You get. So it really adds so much value to our real estate sector.
Yeah,
And
it does.
the other thing I'd like to know is, you still are a core member of Area Uganda.
Yes, yes.
With the Private Sector Foundation, are they going to work hand in hand with Area Uganda?
Definitely, because to even get there, you had to be a member. So Area Uganda is already a member. So when we are talking construction and real estate is represented by Area. We've been working together before, but now that we are the ones at the forefront, I think we shall be rooting more for the interest of Area Uganda and the interest of a sector. But the Area Uganda is one of those bodies that want to clean up the entire sector. Yeah. So we are not talking about area in isolation. We are talking about area and the entire construction and real estate. Because we know that if the entire sector is, say, looked into, and if the government, say, takes interest and first of all recognizes real estate as a sector and starts to prioritize real estate in its policies, in its budget allocation, yes, and even in its, let's say, the way we are trying to encourage agriculture and give incentives and all that. If we do that for real estate, yeah, it will benefit all Ugandans.
I know.
Yeah.
Speaking of Uganda, I've recently just had the Net Zero conference that just concluded, recently ended at the Imperial Hotel.
Yes, yes.
How is that also factoring into Uganda's real estate? How is the Net Zero conference, or how is the Net Zero mindset and vision factoring into real estate, Uganda's real estate?
So we are saying that when we are doing our constructions, we should be mindful of the environment. We should use materials that are environmentally friendly. We should conserve energy. We should conserve natural resources. We should be at the forefront of protecting the health of the occupants and also the entire ecosystem of the environment. So that is what we are talking about.
And where do you see the future of Uganda's green buildings? Where do you see our future?
I think we are starting to pick up.
Really?
Yes.
In which aspect? Just give me a few aspects of where we're starting to pick up, because I feel like we are still building homes, properties, commercial buildings that are not eco-friendly at all.
Look at this construction in Lubowa.
NSSF?
No. This not in Lubowa, in Zambia.
In Zambia,
this mall, the Arena Mall.
Yes.
Yeah. It has the lighting. It tried to factor in the energy concept.
But see, I think when we speak of a green, green buildings and the future for the green in Uganda, my suggestion would be to see that at least there is a clear policy or a guideline or a rule or a regulation that actually enforces to hold these people down. Whereby, the way you say your plans are not approved before they go through KCA, you can't just start construction before your plans are approved. I think this should be captured in the plan somewhere, whereby if it's not supporting a green, eco-friendly setting, it shouldn't be approved. What is the area doing in relation to that? Because
we are at the forefront of lobbying, you know that.
Yes.
For anything that is going to improve our sector. And if I may say, at the moment, the ministry has started to take steps towards organizing the sector. And when we say green building, I think we start from the beginning. The basic house.
Yes.
Is it a healthy house? Is it a house that is safe for all of us? Are we going to conserve? When we say conserving, are the windows big enough to let light in so that we can use natural light?
Yes, to let also natural resources in, like the air, and also you don't have to go for the ACs, you don't have to go for the fans.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And people are going to embrace. We have a green building council in Uganda, which is championing that, and we have also now taken on. And I know even you guys are.
We are.
Yeah.
In that regard.
Yes.
We're doing our best to see to it. We're doing our best to see to it that we are pushing that front forward of the green buildings and the eco-friendly Uganda.
Yes.
Yes. Because you notice that when you move in some suburb areas like Nalia and Tinda, the congestion there is not leaving room for natural growth.
Yes.
There's no natural growth there. So that is why we need bodies like Area Uganda. That's why we need parties like Area Uganda that have one unified voice than we, the individuals.
Yeah, and just to comment on that, the ministry launched the National Physical Planning Guidelines. I don't know whether you're aware of that.
We are aware of those, but then they're nowhere for the general audience to see. So that's why we need Area Uganda again.
So what they need to do now is to sensitize the public about what they've come up with, and now we are yet to see them enforce it, but we are hopeful.
But see, before they even enforce it, because now how are you going to enforce a guideline or a rule before I even know it is in place, before I even know it has been approved, before I even know that yes, it's supposed to be there? How do you enforce it before we know about it? So that's where I think we need you, because you are a unified voice. Yes. When I sit here and talk about Area, I am so proud to know that Area is out there, because every time you look at the news and an article comes up and you see Area is pushing the landlord tenant bill, you're like, finally someone is speaking out for us, the landlords, the tenants, someone is fighting for us, because we can't go on the streets and fight for ourselves. And so when we see you out there, when we hear finally someone from Area Uganda is on a board, we're like, finally someone is out there fighting for us, speaking on our behalf. Because we need to be acknowledged. So when you say that government needs to sensitize, I don't think it needs to go out and look for anyone else to say. I think the right parties are here. Exactly. I don't even see why they should get another team to educate them about sensitizing about this. I think they need to use the body that is already there as Area Uganda.
That is very true.
I think they need to entrust that power to Area Uganda. And this is me saying on behalf of the Property Show, but I believe millions of people out there will relate with Area more than they will relate with someone who knows totally nothing about their grievances, who knows totally nothing about their market, what they are going through.
Yes.
So I think the government needs to open up and let you in, and you become, it becomes a marriage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because our interest is to work together and improve the sector. And if any stakeholder is willing to work with us, we are there. Yeah, and we have told the government that, we have told the ministry that, and they are aware that we are ready to work with them Yeah.
So in conclusion, we are still somehow being affected by the pandemic.
So the real estate sector growth is determined by the growth of the entire economy. Yeah. So if you see the economy improving, then everyone, if I make my money, where do I take it? To the real estate. Yeah. I want to put an apartment for rent or something. I want to invest. That is what we all do. If the economy is poor, then we shall not invest. But at the moment, we are seeing construction. Yeah, there's a lot of construction. There's a lot of activity in real estate. People are transacting. Yeah, it is recovery. Yeah.
And then how do you rate also our architectural growth? Style of construction, modes of construction. How are you rating us?
I think I would want to encourage people to use professionals and not the previous, I think, practice of copy and paste. I see this house here and that is what I want.
I'm sorry to say that, Kira. Like, you drive a whole block and you're thinking, okay, is this the same owner? They just chose different paint colors, and then you're shocked and they're telling you, no, that's a different person. Like,
it's time for us to use professionals. And actually, you discover that they advise us and construct in such a way because our locations are different. For example, the position of the sun is different. Yeah. So if you want to maybe protect your house from heat, you want to access proper lighting in the entire day, the architect will advise you on how to position which rooms, the windows, where should it be. You need a professional.
Yeah,
you can't just copy and paste.
I didn't know all that. I just got to learn that, and that's the thing on our market. Most of us believe if I have my money, I want to build my house, I can find my fundi. This is the picture. You even get a Pinterest, Instagram picture. This is the house I want.
And actually, when you engage an architect and then they charge you some, I'll be like, what? I can get someone who can do for you this at one minute, very cheap. And why did you have to spend all that? But it is very important, even for the beauty of the construction, like you're saying.
But on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate Uganda's growth in architecture, designs, and real estate? Shirley, it was a pleasure having you today. We thank you so much. We hope you can push our agenda forward.
No, we shall.
We're so happy. We're honored that finally Uganda's real estate is being recognized. And we hope that I'm going to give you a very strict time frame. And I hope I can sit at the end of 2023 here and say, Shirley did it. We hope by end of 2023, we are fully married with the government, fully 100% in sync by end of 2023.
It shall happen.
Thank you, Shirley. That warms my heart. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you. Yeah.